song. It comes at the strangest times. Somehow it takes control. You try and try, but it won't let you go. No matter what you do or where you go, love's got a hold. They say it can be better the second time around. Since you came in my life, everything's nice. I'm floating on a cloud. You've been more than a lover. You've been my friend. And with you by my side, I know that I can win. Yeah. It feels just like the very first time. Girl, you know you blow my mind. Hey, again. Yeah.
Hey there, music lovers, it's the D-Man here, and here we go again with another episode of Shine a Light. This week's episode, we're going to shine a light on one of my favorite artists, Glyn Jones, that soul crooner with so many beautiful songs over the years. Just like the first song that we played the video of, Here We Go Again, out of all the hits that he came through over the years, that song for him went to the top of the charts. #1 R&B hit, Here We Go Again by Glyn Jones. So that was exciting, but for me, that wasn't the first song that I heard by Glyn Jones. The first song I heard by Glyn Jones was this one right here. I had to go find my 12-inch copy of Show Me. And so for all you young whippersnappers out there, this is an LP. This is something that we played music on. You guys probably don't even know CDs. You already know these digital downloads and streaming. But back in the day, we used to play these things, which is called vinyl 12-inch LPs on turntables. And this is the song Show Me by Glyn Jones. And something that I, wanted to play on my radio show when I was a DJ on WPSU up at Penn State right here. Got my Penn State shirt on. Shout out to all my Penn State, fans and all my friends who went to Penn State with me. What's up? Thank you for supporting the show. And so I wanted to play this song on my Quiet Storm show when I was known as the Magic Man on the radio. And they say that imitation is the greatest form of flattery, and so I got my skills and my, ear for the Quiet Storm from Tony Brown, Philadelphia's DJ, the Quiet Storm here, Tony Brown, Anthony Chocolate. The Transition, we used to, listen to it, every night, here in Philadelphia. That's how popular it was for years, over 30 years, he gave us the Quiet Storm. And so unfortunately, now that he had to retire because of medical reasons, we don't get him on the radio, and I just want to give a shout out to him and his wife Sunshine, that they would, keep the faith and stay strong. We're in your corner, and we just want to thank you for all your service to us and giving us so much love of music over the years. And at the same time, I just want to mention that if you want to support, what they're going through, you can go to GoFundMe, under the name Tony Brown, and you can, support, Tony and Sunshine during their time of need. And we just want to let you know that we love you guys and you're always, with us, and we thank you for doing it. And so I'm glad I was able to take my style of playing music from what you gave us, Tony, and so very thankful for that. But over the years, not only did he play that song by Glyn Jones, Show Me, but he also played songs like We've Only Just Begun, songs like Stay, that were big hits for him, and then, then he finally, left, RCA and everything, and he went to Atlantic Records. It came out with this CD that had the hit song, Here We Go Again. And then also the hit song on here, which is called In You, which is a ballad that most people use for weddings and romantic, journeys, for, couples. It's a big song. It's going to stay the test of time because it's that beautiful of a song. It's not my favorite song off the album. My favorite song on this album is Baby Come to Me boy, did I play that song a lot. You know, I used to run this CD in the hole, along with all the other, you know, CDs that he came out, you know, over the years. There's so many, you know, other, you know, CDs over here, you know, and even, you know, going through the reissue, you know, CDs, you know, had them all and everything. And so the reason why we are here today is to actually talk about the new CD that Glenn Jones has coming out. And after a little brief stint, you know, a couple of years of doing stage plays, you know, we got a chance to sing and act. Now he's back to doing giving us what we really love, which is new music. And so he released an album called Love by Design, with a duet as a title track with him and Regina Belle. A song that was written by a good friend of mine, James Day, a good independent writer in his own right, who also has some new music coming out. We'll probably review that when he gets that. But, and he actually put together this great song for them, Love by Design. And having those two voices together, Glenn Jones and Regina Belle, what a perfect pair. And so I just want to give you a taste of that, you know, initial first single and the title track from the new album. And then when we come back, we'll talk more about some of the other songs that are released and where you can get the music, as well as how you can continue to support us on this channel.
We can play the notes as they were written. We can color in between the lines. We could both release our inhibition. Create a love that's only yours and mine. Let's make love by our own design. Ooh, let's make love by our own design. We can do all the things. Keep it inside. Let's make love. Let's make love. Let's make love. Our own design. Oh, baby. Hey. We can paint a picture by the numbers. We can always do it by the book. We can do things others only wonder. How it feels. How it love. Love our own design. All the things. Keep it inside. Let's make love our own design. Ooh, yeah, girl. Oh,
And that was the song Love by Design, the title track from the new Glenn Jones album, featuring Regina Belle, written by my good friend James Day. A beautiful mid-tempo ballad. When you put Glenn Jones and Regina Belle together, it's like putting together peanut butter and jelly, or chocolate and nougat, or caramel. The taste is just that sweet. It's that beautiful, and that's what you get with a song like that. But that's not the only song that they have released from the album so far. They've released 2 other songs. The first song I want to talk about is a song called Trust in Me, a gospel song with his wife Genovia Jeter, which takes them back to their roots, because like a lot of soul artists, they started in the church and they started with a gospel group. Glenn Jones started the group The Modulations, who recorded music back in the day before he went to R&B. But then when he went to R&B, he had, the assistance of, one of the great producers and music finders out there, Norman Connors, probably need to do a whole show just on Norman Connors when you think of all the artists that he helped get to the forefront in R&B music. People like Phyllis Hyman and Michael Anderson, Marion Meadows, Glenn Jones, Gene Carn, the list goes on, you know, and those artists we know, and he's kind of like almost a forgotten name in R&B music when you think about producers and music writers, you know, of great soul music and great songs. So we probably need to do a show just on Norman Connors, but he was one who helped get Glenn Jones from the gospel reign to the R&B, you know, reign, and that's where we get all these hits over the years with Glenn Jones. And then also now the other song that you know, we have heard so far off of the new albums is a song called You and Me, a smooth jazz song with Nick Colleone, smooth jazz artist, guitarist. And you combine his guitar play with Glenn Jones's guitar play, that probably is a very special song, and you should take the time to get a chance to hear that song. How do you hear it? You go to his website, glennjonesmusic.com, and you can find out how to pick up any of these songs as well as a new CD. And you can find out what he's doing and where he's going musically and so forth. You can, you know, keep abreast on Glenn Jones music. And so Glenn Jones is an artist that we're spotlighting here because we believe that you should support an artist like Glenn Jones. The special thing about Glenn Jones, when you think about all the albums he's done, is unlike a lot of other artists, especially a lot of these new artists, you put on a Glenn Jones record, CD, cassette, LP, whatever you want to call it, you know, digital download, stream, you know that every song is going to be good. You don't have to skip any songs. You could just push play and let it go, and you'll be happy to listen to every song, you know, which is unlike some of the other artists out there that you have to skip track number 2 and go to song number 7, you know, and you after you buy it, you're like, man, I only got 2 good songs out of 12. That's not the case with Glenn Jones. You know that everything is going to be good when you buy a Glenn Jones record, and that's why he's one of my favorite artists, and I enjoy getting his music and his CDs. And I think you'll enjoy getting them too, so take the time to not only get some of this new album and the new singles, but also go back and listen to some of the old stuff. Pick up some of the old CDs by Glenn Jones. You will do yourself a favor and listen to those songs, because you're going to get good music, you're going to get good vocals, and you're going to get great lyrics. That's something that we don't get a lot today, which is great lyrics. That's what you get with a Glenn Jones record. And so we're so very thankful for Glenn Jones, for the music that he's given us over the years. And we're also so very thankful that you turned in today. You know, that you allowed just a little bit of time to spend with us, Euphoria Media, and the show that we're putting on here today. So we ask that you would just like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, let them know what we're doing here with shows like this, you know, and that way, you know, we can keep the lights on here in the basement and keep doing shows like this for you. And so stay with us as we continue to shine the light.